Hello and welcome to the Illinois Association of Park Districts Parkcast. I'm Wayne Utterback, Director of Communications and Digital Content, and today I'm excited to be joined by Bartlett Park District Marketing Manager Stephanie FitzSimons to talk just a little bit about her agency and some of the things they're working on for the latter part of the year. So thank you very much for taking some time to sit down and talk with me, Stephanie.
It's a pleasure. It's a great Friday, so I'm happy to be here.
Now I know it's really hot everywhere. We're in the tail end of July, but one of the things I've heard a lot about the Bartlett Park District is that your team knows how to bring the fun when the weather starts to get cold. So I was wondering if you could maybe just start off by telling me a little bit more about some of the unique offerings your agency provides to the public during the winter months.
Absolutely. I have to say winter is not my favorite, but we do make the most of it here. So we're embracing it. The Bartlett Park District's really fortunate that we run a 7-run ski facility, which was formerly owned by a private family. The Corrados used to own Villa Olivia, and through a referendum, we were able to purchase that property, renovate it, and turn it into just a really great place for families to come, bringing their children to learn how to ski safely, snowboard, and a tube hill. Villa Olivia is a multifaceted facility. It also is a banquet facility, as well as, when it's not winter, it's a 18-hole golf course. But in the winter months, it's turned into a winter wonderland. So during the time we have in the Midwest, when people want to stay at home, read a book, drink some soup, and hang out on the couch, we can get people out enjoying the weather, enjoying nature and each other. So it's a pretty cool place. Like I said, it's very family oriented. We have a lot of families here in our community and even into the Chicagoland area that they learned to ski at Villa Olivia, back in the 60s, and now they're bringing their families or even grandchildren to learn to ski and snowboard. So we're really serving our community in a unique way.
Now, how important is it to be able to have something like slopes that people can go on? It's a unique offering, I would say, for a lot of park districts to be able to offer that. How important is that to have that outlet?
We're actually the only park district in Illinois that has a ski facility, so it's pretty unique. It's really important because, we all think about the things that park districts do, when the weather is great, and we don't often think about, when the weather's more challenging. And running a ski facility does have its challenges because, I believe in global warming. I know everyone has their own opinions of it, but I believe it has impacted, our seasons here in the Midwest and across the world. And we're fortunate that, even if Mother Nature is not giving us the snow, we can make our own snow out there. And it's a very scientific type of process, but, we do that. But, what we see out at Villa Olivia is we see people gathering around the fire pit, enjoying just the company of their family and friends. We see groups coming out. We, in our ski facility, as people are waiting to get on with their snow tubes, we have a magic carpet that drives them up the hill, which is pretty cool. And when they're waiting in the ski facility for their time to start, a lot of times, they might be playing cards or games. We tend to bring it into kind of a ski lodge kind of feel where, you're close to home. And that's the beautiful thing about it is, during the week, on a Thursday night or whatever, you can go, and ski, for a few hours or whatever. And then you wake up and go to work the next morning or whatever you have to do. So it's a pretty nice experience.
Now, when you're talking about making snow, what kind of preparation goes into that? I mean, are there certain supplies you have to be stocked up on? Is there research that you have to do or things you have to handle ahead of time in order to meet those needs? Because that seems like a very unique challenge in and of itself.
It is, definitely. Well, it's kind of a mad scientist thing. A lot of things go into the whole recipe for that. The first thing really is making sure ahead of time that all of the equipment is working and that you have it in good repair. Because without all of that working properly, you don't have a chance to really make the base that you need, because we need to have a significant base to endure the season. And, we know that there's going to be some warm days. The warm days don't impact us as much as the rain. When the rain happens to even, a foot of snow or 2 feet of snow, it really melts quickly. So, we're looking for a certain humidity level, a temperature, even wind direction. I mean, all of these things kind of come into play. So there is a recipe for making snow. It's not just, something super simple, and it takes, dedicated staff. We have staff that, if we're going to make snow, a lot of times we're making snow 24 hours a day, or they're making it at 2:00 in the morning. They're going to start at 2:00 in the morning. So it's really dedicated staff to getting that base down. And when the conditions are right, to get out there in the middle of the night, in the wee hours of the morning, to start making snow. And then, it also has to be properly groomed so that, it's safe for the skiers, the snowboarders, the snow tubers. We want to make those banks so that when 2 runs go down for the snow tubing, they're not going to come into each other. So it requires a lot of work and a lot of effort and dedication. So we're thankful that we have staff that really, really take it to heart.
Now, can you just tell me a little bit about maybe some of the events that come with the winter season? Are there any specific things that you do to take advantage of it?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that we run every 2 years, so it's during the even years that we run something called Winterfest. And it's an opportunity to come out and try things that maybe you haven't, and see things that maybe you've never seen in your life. So Winterfest happens at our nature center, which is at the James Pate Phillips State Park. We run the visitor center, and we do programs out there and camps and all sorts of things like that. But for Winterfest, what we do is we have snow painting, we have snowshoeing, we've had curling in the past, making kind of an ice run. And the big thing really is the running of the Huskies. So we have sled dogs that come out from Adopt a Husky, which is an organization that rescues. And a lot of the people that are involved in that, they obviously have their own Huskies, and they run these dogs with sleds. And it happens whether we have snow or not. We like snow. Snow is a lot more fun for the Huskies to run the sleds with, and it just feels more authentic. But some years, we might not have enough snow, and they do have sleds that have wheels too. So they run those, and it's an opportunity for the public to interact and ask questions about what these dogs do, because they're really working dogs. And we're an avenue for Adopt a Husky to be able to showcase these animals that are looking for new homes. And so it's a great relationship that we have with them. They're able to talk with the public about the care of it and why these dogs just thrive in that environment and want to pull the sled. Like, it's a big deal. They really enjoy it, but they're also really good family dogs. But Winterfest is just kind of a really relaxed atmosphere for people to come out, bring their kids, bring your grandparents, bring, anyone. There's easy access to being able to watch the dogs run. We have things going on inside, like, LL Bean's been there before with their outreach programs on things that they offer to get you outside into nature, regardless of the season. Community groups are there. The Scouts, we're a big supporter of the Scouts, Boy and Girl Scouts. And so it just brings a lot of organizations together in a really positive way and gets people out of the house during some of those colder months.
No, I'm glad you brought that up, just because one of the things I'm curious about is what's the community's response to all of these things in the winter? Do you see a lot of engagement out of people? Because one of the things I know that's really important is yes, you can put on events. Yes, you can do all of these fun things, but you got to have people coming out and engaging in it and enjoying it. Do you see the public coming out and supporting all these things?
We really do. We're really fortunate. I mean, that, Villa Olivia has been around for, over 50 years. So people are very familiar with the facility. Some are newer to the park district running it. Maybe they haven't been back since then. So it definitely has a name in history. So, and it's right on Route 20. So it's at a great location. There's a water tower right there. So people really identify that as that's where Villa Olivia is. So like I said, we do have people that are multi-generational that are visiting the facility. When people are Googling things, winter things to do, we definitely pop up on the feeds, social media, through Google, just because of it is very unique. And if you're looking for a place to learn and kind of really practice the skill of skiing, snowboarding, things like that, before you go on a vacation or maybe go to a bigger hill, it provides an opportunity for you really to get that muscle memory so that you're doing that kind of a sport in a safe way and you're not going to get injured. I mean, it's a high risk activity. We have a chairlift out there, so you can ride the chairlift back. It gives you that experience that you're going to be able to practice that before you get on a bigger hill or a mountain. With Winterfest, we have a lot of visitors that come to the nature center from all over, and that being an intergovernmental agreement that we have with two other organizations, it really has an expansive reach. And so when we're doing special events like Winterfest out there, or even activities that are out on the trails, we have an environmentalist that, he's really educating people about, life on the prairie and what animals are out there during winter, how they hibernate, what tracks to look for. So there's a lot of education going on throughout the year. Winter is a great time to see tracks. So we really capitalize on some of the programs that during winter, you're going to be able to run, as opposed to during the summer. You're really not going to see tracks in the summer, so in the winter, you get to see tracks in the snow.
All right. Well, I have just one more question for you.
Sure.
For somebody who hasn't been to your park districts, for someone who might be thinking about visiting for the first time, what would you tell them in maybe one sentence about why the Bartlett Park District is a place they should come and check out?
Well, you know what? Our mission is we create fun, and we really work to make sure that everyone is having a great time. We want to look at unique opportunities. We want to look at things where, you're going to be able to meet new people, socialize, get out, engage with nature. We want you to be able to find a new hobby, a new passion. So I think that that's really what we do. We create fun through engagement, and it's varied and a lot of unique ideas.
All right. Well, on behalf of the Illinois Association of Park Districts, I thank you very much, Stephanie, for taking some time out of your day to tell us just a little bit about the unique offerings that you have at the Bartlett Park District. And definitely have to come up there and check out the hill sometime.
Yeah, you need to grab a tube and come on down.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you so much, and keep doing the awesome work that you do.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.